This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. And this is an important video, and a lot of people aren't going to agree with this video, but I believe that Gucci Mane out of Atlanta had more impact than Jeezy in the past 15 years. And the way I mean this is he sculpted kind of everything that's happening now and put a lot of artists on that put other people on. And he put a lot of producers on. He put a lot of DJs on. Gucci Mane wasn't selfish when he got into the game. He shared it. He co-signed a lot of artists, and they took off. Some loosely and some a direct stamp. Jeezy can't say the same, okay? Jeezy can only take credit for DJ Drama for like really giving him that hood credibility in the beginning, and you know, with the Gangsta Grillz tapes. And then later, Freddie Gibbs. You can't give him credit for YG. YG already had a single out before Jeezy on Def Jam. And then he went back to the drawing board. And in LA, I mean, if you just do your history, YG got himself high. He was doing videos with Nipsey. He turned it up more street. I did one of those videos, okay? Then Jeezy came in at Def Jam's request and co-signed him on the song with Rich Homie Quan, and that helped him. And you know, Jeezy did give him some guidance, but he didn't straight stamp him and put him on. YG was already moving at that point, okay? So as far as that, Jeezy could never get his USDA artists off, Blood Rot, all those guys. They just didn't work, okay? Like he did a CTE album. He just never pushed them more than he pushed himself. Jeezy's one of those artists that wants to push himself first, okay? Gucci Mane just like let everybody get on. Like first you got Zaytoven, right? Him and Zaytoven came in together, and he really pushed Zaytoven as a producer. But like they came in together. Like without Zaytoven, there might be no Gucci Mane too. Like because Zaytoven really supported Gucci in the beginning of his career. But I do still give him credit for Zaytoven, because after that, you know, Gucci Mane found Metro Boomin, Mike Will. You can even give him credit for Lex Luger, because without Waka Flocka, you wouldn't have Lex Luger, but that's still under that tree branch there. Next up, you got Waka Flocka, and arguably Gucci Mane wouldn't be who he is without Waka Flocka's mom, Deb, okay? Waka Flocka was always around Gucci. He was part of the team. He put Waka Flocka. Everyone knew who Waka Flocka was from being around Gucci, but they were like family because his mom managed Gucci, and she got him in great situations. Deb is a monster when it comes to the negotiating deals and everything. Around there, OJ the Juice Man, childhood friend. OJ the Juice Man comes in, and he stamps him and jumps on Make the Trap Say A, and it just takes off. And OJ the Juice Man has a great career. Both of these guys, Waka Flocka and OJ the Juice Man, are able to go out on their own. Another person, French Montana. I know French well, okay? Comes from New York, went down south, got with Deb. Gucci Mane helped co-sign him with Waka. And then he was able to maneuver with French Montana's had so many deals. It's crazy. Deb managing him. I forget what came first. I think Akon came first. Then Deb grabbed him up. Then once Deb grabbed him up, he looked more appealing. Rick Ross came in, and then Diddy, okay? And obviously Diddy's the one who signed him. Rick Ross just helped stamp him because Diddy and Ross were working with each other a lot around that time. Nicki Minaj. She came up under the Come Up DVD, which me and Fendi did, you know? And then Fendi handed her off to Deb because, you know, Nicki was kind of elevating and Gucci was already going. And he said, you know, help me with her. Obviously, they bonded a little more, kind of pushed Fendi aside, but, you know, that's what happened. And Gucci co-signed her. And, you know, when you come down south from New York, you know, you're able to do work with more artists. Nicki got more developed. The Young Money deal was already in place prior to that. Okay, she had already met Lil Wayne, just Young Money just wasn't taking off. Right around the time Gucci Mane was maturing with Deb, Young Money got its stuff together and she signed with Young Money. And arguably, she wouldn't have got to that point if Deb didn't kind of boost her up in the South scene. You know, she might have cooled off, you know, so that was a big boost. Other artists, Migos. Well, first Young Thug. He had Young Thug for years before Young Thug blew up. And a lot of Young Thug is kind of like an extension of Gucci Mane, you know, because Young Thug puts a lot of artists on, you know, and you know from that you wouldn't have had Lil Baby, you wouldn't have had Gunna, you wouldn't have had a lot of people, you know, so because Young Thug is responsible for a lot of talent as well. So was Waka Flocka. Waka Flocka is responsible. You know, you would have had. He had a lot of little like artists under him. I can't remember them all, but like these guys influenced a whole generation. I'm not even naming every artist right now, but you got the Migos, obviously, and you know Gucci Mane didn't directly benefit from all these deals. Some of them he just co-signed. Even 2 Chainz, he helped 2 Chainz get in position in the mixtapes. You know, he co-signed them. And he got to where he's at. Young Dolph, he was doing features with him early because of his connection with Drumma Boy, because Drumma Boy and Gucci were tight. Even Pee Wee the Long Way, he's an extension of Young Thug. I mean, they all came up together, you know. So it's like all this stuff, you know. Get Metro Boomin, Mike Will, yeah, these are responsible for a lot of stuff. If you could even say Future wouldn't be who he is today without the Metro beats, you know? Like, Metro really came in at critical times for Future's career. Jeezy, you know, most recently, you know, Gucci Mane co-signed her when he came home. You know, Gucci Mane's responsible for a lot that happened in Atlanta. Now, Jeezy, you might say he makes better music, and I would agree with you. He makes better, more commercial music and made an impact on that. He made a huge impact on my life. But as far as shaping the culture, I have to give it to Gucci Mane, you know? He's like the Oprah of Atlanta almost, you know? He had that golden touch, you know? And he really he knew how to find talent. He's just really good, man. And Young Thug has that gift too. He found Lil Baby and Gunna. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Scooter. Scooter comes from Gucci and then moved with Future after that, you know, because like Gucci Mane kept getting into legal trouble and everything. Scooter took off, and I think Gucci was locked away when he took off, you know. But yeah, you know, crazy, right? Crazy, you know. It's when you really think about it, Gucci Mane influenced the whole generation coming up in Atlanta and really put a lot of people on. And without certain key people getting put on, you wouldn't hear a lot of the artists you love today. So Gucci Mane deserves a lot more credit than he really gets. Anyways, guys, what do you guys think? This is Jordan Tower with JT News, and I will check you guys in the next one. Peace. And do not forget to hit that like button. That like button is so important. Please hit the like button. It helps a lot with the video. Smash the like button. It's free. It's free to spread positivity. I mean, please, man. Peace.